I think the issue of Mr. Duduzile is handled elsewhere as part of the disciplinary issues.
Hello there, guys, and welcome to Daily Updates. They say one picture is worth 1,000 words. So the next picture that we're about to see is much more than 1,000 words. Let us first look at the picture of Commissar Thembimsani from the Economic Freedom Fighters. She's wearing a shirt with a quote from Julius Malema that occurred last year when he was responding to an expelled EFF Student Command member, Khanki, who was telling Julius Malema that if he thinks he cannot be touched, they are going to touch him. So Julius responded by saying, "Try me, boys." So as you can see, Thembimsani is wearing that quote, "Try me, boys," by Julius Malema. The next picture is from Duduzile Zuma of the Umkhonto weSizwe Party. She's wearing a similar shirt to what Thembimsani is wearing, the Julius Malema "Try me, boys." The one that she's wearing says, "Try me, boys, Julius 2024. So yesterday, MK Party was holding the National High Command meeting. All the leaders were there, and we saw one of their posts from their official account posting that picture of Duduzile Zuma, "Try me, boys, Julius Malema 2024. I mean, if that is not worth 1,000 words, I don't know. I believe that MK Party, just like any other political party, they have their internal problems. And in the few days that have passed, we've seen reports about Floyd Shivambu. We have seen reports saying that he is the main center of attention in the MK Party, where some people are complaining. Some members are complaining about Floyd, saying that he's not going to make us win in the 2026 elections. They are worried about the leadership of Floyd Shivambu. Before we go to the story of one picture worth 1,000 words, let us listen to Floyd Shivambu responding to some of the questions regarding this question of his leadership and Duduzile Zuma. Please have a listen.
Umkhonto weSizwe is the most united organization in South Africa. They are anonymous elements that we do not know. There's never been anyone who came to a meeting of Umkhonto weSizwe to express a view about any of its leaders. Not in this meeting, not in any provincial meeting. There's never been anyone who came to say that the national chairperson, deputy chair, secretary general is not suitable. The people who are trying to say that are faceless, cowards, who have never said that in any meeting of Umkhonto weSizwe. As far as we're concerned, we've got a solid and united leadership that is reading from the same hymn book. We are on the same agenda of consolidating the structures of the organization. There's robust engagements internally in terms of the direction of the organization. It happens in that way when the organization is growing, that there will be different perspectives on the pace, on the form and content of its growth. But the organization is growing, and we are not aware of any dissenting voices. And of course, if there are dissenting voices, we'll listen to them, because we're an organization that is transparent and engages with all views that are brought to our attention. But thus far, there is no one who has got a name and surname and an ID number who has come to say that they've got concerns about the direction of the organization. We don't know anyone of that nature.
What about
no one.
What about Duduzile Zuma?
I think the issue of Mr. Duduzile is handled elsewhere as part of the disciplinary issues. But there's never been any member of Umkhonto weSizwe who came to a formal structure of Umkhonto weSizwe to any meeting to express any view about the leadership direction of Umkhonto weSizwe. That is the absolute fact. So there is nowhere in the minutes of Umkhonto weSizwe, or even in the records of who says what, where. There's never been anyone who raised concerns about the direction of the organization in the manner that it is. And if they raise those issues, we'll then get to listen to them and then be able to clarify as to just how to move forward. But otherwise, we're not concerned about all those issues. What our concern is now is to establish presence in all the voting districts, in all the wards, in all the municipalities, in all the districts.
So we have listened to the response of the SG of MK Party, Mr. Floyd Shivambu, in response to the people that think that Floyd is not suitable for the positions, the people that are against him and whatnot. Now it is time to focus on that certain picture of Duduzile Zuma. That shirt she was wearing saying, "Try me, boys, Julius 2024. I want to make an example. Let us say that it is the EFF and Thembimsani. Let's use her for an example. She's wearing a shirt that says, "Wenzeni Zuma," and she goes to the Central Command meeting of the EFF. Do you think she's going to be allowed to continue with the meeting? Or maybe let us say Panyaza Lisufi. Actually, something happened in the past, last year, where Fikile told him to change that shirt. Now, let us say Panyaza Lisufi wears a shirt saying that Wenzeni Zuma and goes to an NEC meeting of the ANC. Do you think Fikile will allow him to wear such a shirt in the meeting of the ANC? I don't think so. So the situation with Duduzile, it is really complex and very surprising that they can go as far as shooting a picture and posting it on their account. Try me, boys. Who are those boys? I want to give my 2-cent opinion about this situation and look back at the fact that you remember the FU Floyd, those messages. They said that she's going to account for them and we have never had anything. Actually, Duduzile Zuma never took an interview to clarify all those posts that she made on X. She never done that. So now when you see a situation where a lot of people are saying Floyd is bringing division, Floyd is not going to bring growth to the MK party. When you see that, and on the other side, you see Try Me Boys of Julius Malema being worn by Duduzile Zuma, you really have to wonder, are these people serious about winning 2026 elections? Are they serious about gaining the confidence of the people on the ground? People who are not voting for MK, how are they going to feel seeing such a situation? I mean, people can say that it's just a picture. There's nothing to it. But when I started, I said, one picture is worth 1,000 words. People are allowed to say, well, we think this is not appropriate. And amongst those people, I include myself. I believe that picture is not appropriate. I think that if she was to wear that shirt outside the official meetings of the MK party, no one would have said anything. We would have seen it and said, well, she's doing something in her own time. But if you bring that shirt in the official meeting of the MK party, maybe you are trying to make a statement. And the statement is directed to the people that are inside. Because why would you wear that shirt knowing very well that just last year, just a few months ago, Julius Malema was saying some foul words against MK and Jacob Zuma.
And then come and say, we want black unity. It will not come at the expense of the EFF. We must defend the EFF. We don't want to see MKP anywhere. We will meet in parliament. Even in funerals, we don't want them. They're everywhere. They're really gazebo. MKP's agenda is to destroy the EFF.
He said they are not allowed anywhere. We are a progressive caucus only in parliament. Outside that, we don't have any relationship. I mean, how do you go as far as wearing a shirt that says, try me boys, like glorifying the leader of another party, a leader that don't see eye to eye with MK party? To cut a long story short, this is what I think about the whole picture. I believe that Floyd is not wanted. Maybe Zuma wants him. Maybe some people, Dalimpofu, a small team, still believe in Floyd. But I believe there's a big group that doesn't want Floyd. Not because Floyd is from the EFF, not because Floyd is much more intelligent than all of them. It is just because Floyd came in, and Mafikizolo, by the way, came in and got a huge position, a position that many of them have been eyeing. Now, as he goes into that position to lead the MK party into winning or performing better in elections and maybe some of the wards, people are not comfortable with him occupying such a seat. They are going to formulate stories against him. They are going to start lies against him in order to take him out of the MK party. And if Floyd is not careful, if he doesn't calculate his moves, he's going to see himself on the outside. Come 2029 elections, Floyd is not going to be a member of the MK party. Zuma alone is not going to save Floyd. He needs to work hard to build a strong team. The same people that are against him, he must win them so that he can remain an unopposed Secretary General of the MK party. If they want to be competitive, then they must respect Floyd and not wear those shirts that are really mocking him because He comes from the EFF. They no longer see eye to eye with Julius. Now here comes someone who's on the same side as you, supporting that man that you no longer see eye to eye with. It does not make sense. And for Floyd, he must guard himself, because at the end of the day, Zuma alone is not going to be enough for you to stay in the MK party. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning into the channel. And please, if you can, become a member of the channel to support it. Until next time, cheers.